Hi everyone, it's Claire from scrappynerduk UK and I am back today with another episode for December Daily. So today I'm working on days 19 and days 20. So I have a couple of things going on with this. So this was the day that the UK government announced that we were having a new tier 4 area and anyone that was in tier 4 would not be allowed to meet anybody else over Christmas. So all of our plans went completely out the window on this day. And so I thought the page that I'd already prepped here with the the word hope cut in vinyl was going to be perfect to tell this story. So there are 3 acetate pieces here with vinyl spelling out different parts of the word hope. So on the top layer there, it's got the H and the P in the pink, and then on the next layer, it's got the O and the E in the green. And on the bottom layer, it's got the full word hope in red vinyl. So first of all, I'm going to add my number onto the, well, it'll be above the O, but the O is on the second layer. And then I have printed the tier 4 announcement onto vellum, and I'm just going to use a small staple to add that on to the middle O, and that's where that is going to live. So what I did was I just used some paper, well, actually traced around it using the vellum to get the right shape of those letter O's there. And then my journaling is on the vellum on that big O, and then they just stack on top of each other. And then I'm going to deal with the photos in this next bit. So I'm using this fold out acetate overlay for the photos in the story. So because I had a couple of photos that I wanted to include, I could have just put one photo inside under the acetate overlay, but where I wanted another photo, I'm cutting the big photo in almost in half to allow me to flip it open to have another photo and my journaling underneath. So it will make more sense as we do this. So I've cut my photo down to fit the white cardstock that is behind. And I'm going to create a hinge just using some washi tape, and I do add some tape runner as well just to enforce it in a second. So I'm going to get this all lined up and in place ready. So this is going to go on the right hand side, and this is going to be the flip open part. And I've had to have the flip open go out to the right because obviously the rings will be on the left. So this left part of the photo is going to stick down. So that's fine. That's not going to move at all. And then when the photo gets opened up, then you will see the other photo and the journaling. So I'm just going to go around and trim off all of the edges and the edge of the washi tape from where I've created my bind. I could have used a little bit of cardstock to create my my binding for the photo flip out, but because it's been the actual washi tape is being protected by the acetate on top, I'm not too worried about needing a bit of cardstock for the bind. So I'm just going to run some adhesive tape just down just to make sure that washi stays stuck. And then this is where the other photo is going to live, and also the journaling. Now, if I was to do this again, and I'm not going to go back and reprint my journaling, I would actually make the journaling smaller so it doesn't sit over the washi tape. Hindsight is a great thing, but it's done and I am living with it. So to attach down this journaling, obviously I don't want the adhesive to be seen. So I have used a sticker on the bottom there, and then I'm going to pop that rainbow sticker up on some foam and on top of it, and then my adhesive goes behind that sticker, and I'm going to do the same at the top as well. I'm going to add a sticker on at the top, and then I'm going to put my adhesive behind it. So that is how that vellum is being stuck down onto the background without you being able to see it. So embellishments are a great way, I can't talk. Embellishments are a great way to be able to hide adhesive on vellum. You could also staple it. That's another option as well. I noticed on here my trimmer hadn't quite cut this exactly straight, so I'm just going to use a pair of scissors just to trim a slight amount off where the fold is. So my other photo for this is also going to go on this side. So the story is about the fact that my parents were going to be going into a higher tier as of basically the day after this, I think it started. So we quickly got together before the higher tier lockdown came in, and just spent a few hours together for the evening, because we weren't then going to be able to see them for however long. And as it is, we've actually gone into the higher tier ourselves anyway as of Boxing Day. So we're now all in the same boat. So, yep, so that's how that works, and that just folds out. And then that just ties in to just with a bit of twine. And that just all ties together and sits in the album. My friend kindly pointed out that the eyelets were in a rather precarious place for where the photograph of my dad is. So that's rather awkward, but rather amusing at the same time. So nothing I can do to change it. So I am moving on. So next I'm working on day number 21. So day 21 was a Saturday, and Sunday, should I say, we were due to go and see some fireworks, and we did go. That wasn't cancelled, and so I have quite a few photos of the evening, and my place. I had to then use this as my area for day 21, because this is what was on the back of. I'd already stuck it to the back of the previous day, so this is the one that I had to use, and it worked out great because I had lots of photos. And there's lots of space on here to be able to add lots of photos on. So this one here was, I made this in my for my foundation pages, and I was inspired to use the tags. Now these tags that you can see on here, the ones that have got the merry, joy and good cheer, they're actually gift tags. And I used these, and they were from Ali Edwards, and I stuck a whole load of them onto this double page spread, and I've kept one of them back to use as a template, and then I'm just going to add some photos in the tag shape. I've also printed my journaling onto vellum, and then I've cut that out of a tag shape as well. I wanted to add an embellishment onto this tag here because I don't want to cover it up with a photo either, but I do have other photos, but nothing else that I really need to include on this. So I thought I'd make a little pocket with vellum, but because I was trying to get ahead, I'd stuck these down, and stupidly, I shouldn't really have done that, or just tacked it down temporarily is what I should have done. But anyway, I pulled it off, and I managed to stitch around the little vellum piece to add a pocket, and I've just tucked one of those Polar Express tokens in to the little vellum pocket. So next up, I'm looking at the cards in this middle. So I've got two of the 3x4 two spaces for 3x4 elements. So one at the bottom, I've got that card that says "This Sparks Joy," and that's like a rose gold foil. You can't really see it at this angle. And then the photograph, then I just put a photograph above of me and my husband in front of the fireworks. I was having issues with my printer where I ended up having a few lines down the photo, and I'm very tempted to go back and just reprint that. Now I've managed to get a temporary fix on it, but we will see. We will see if I have enough time and effort to want to go and do that. So I'm just continuing on with the rest of the photos. So some of them I just trimmed down to rectangles and popped them in the tags that say joy. And yeah, the other one, that one there, and also the one at the bottom with my husband drinking hot chocolate was just trimmed out to the shape of a tag. And then I've got this other bit of journaling, and I was going to add it on at the top there where I show it, but actually I had this other journaling card in here. This is from Freckled Fawn. This was the November kit, maybe. I'll leave it all linked in the box down below. If you want to go over and take a look at Freckled Fawn, I am part of the design team, so that was sent to me to use. And yeah, so I love the cards on here, and they work so well with this spread, and the card below as well, and the embellishments were also all from Freckled Fawn, apart from the white star. So I'm going to stick my journaling onto this card instead, and I've left it I've left the whole piece of the vellum showing, and I'm just going to add embellishments on to the top, and then I am happy with that one. I didn't want to add anything else too bulky into those into the page protectors, and especially as my album is so chunky already. So I have made the decision that I am going to go up to the 25th only this year. So that means there's 3 more videos to come after this one. And then I am completely done. Now, as I'm doing this voiceover, I am pretty much finished. I've just got a little bit of journaling that I need to print out, and then I will be ready to film the last video for the process of my December daily. So that's just the 25th that I need to finish off, and then I am 100% finished. So I'm super happy that I've managed to get the project almost done and dusted. And I just wanted to get the videos out on my channel, which kind of spurred me to keep going and get them done, so I can release some new videos for 2021. I'm looking at, I've got a series that I need to release, and I will be sending details out for that very soon. I'll probably do a video to announce what that series is going to be. But I have huge plans for 2021, and so if you have any specific requests of series that you'd like to see that I haven't already addressed or covered, then please feel free to leave those in the comments section down below, and I shall kindly take a look at what you are wanting to see. So next up, let's just go back to the layout here. So my day number goes on to that photograph there. And that photo there is actually, they had a huge bonfire at this fireworks display, as they normally do. And they put a huge 2020 on it. So it was just really symbolic that we were burning the hell out of 2020 at this fireworks display. So it was amazing. And I've just used the dark area on that photo to put my number 20. Again, that little pleather piece keeps trying to make its way onto a spread. You'll be pleased to know that I think in days 21 and 22 or 23 and 24 it gets used. So it's on its way, it's coming, it's going to get used. So just in a few of these blank areas, I'm just going to add a few embellishments to really finish it off. So a couple of little presents there, this little chipboard piece that says eat, drink and be merry. That's our little car picnic in the photo underneath. And then I've just got 2 spaces left. So I kept toying with the idea of using this Oh What Fun card, and I thought I'm going to go with that. I want another pop of pink. So I'm just going to trim off the top where I'd already put a hole in it for to use as a tag, but I didn't in the end. So I'm just going to trim that off, and that is going to fill the space up the top there perfectly. And then the last thing down the bottom in that small gap is I'm going to add in another chipboard piece, one that says deck the halls. So technically not necessarily decking the halls in these photos, but I think any Christmas sentiments would work really. So I'm quite happy with how that has all turned out. So I will just give you a quick closer up on this one, and thank you very much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed my process video, as always, I'd appreciate it if you gave the video a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you all again really soon for the next episode. Bye!